Hello and welcome to So You Think You Know Wine, Season 6. We're in our second semi-final round. I'm James Chatto, and for this round I'm joined by Will Predhomme, Michael Godel and Sara. They are going to identify the wine in this decanter. We're going to give them points for every element of that identification that is correct. We're at the Wine Academy in Toronto and we're tasting these gorgeous wines from Zolto glasses.
Well, visually this is a pretty deep golden color, so might tell us either it's a barrel-aged wine or that there's some age to it.
That was the first note that we made, I think, collectively, is the depth of color. And there's also almost a nutty, creamy character as well, both on the nose and on the palate, indicative of certain grape varieties, again, we're all probably aiming towards.
It's a pretty smooth and creamy wine that's definitely seen more than its share of time in barrel.
But there is a slight bit of elegance as well. I find that there is a richness and a nuttiness that is indicative of warmer climates. The acid is a little bit lower as well.
Yeah, and there's some malolactic fermentation, I think, that's been done here because of that creaminess, the dairy element to it.
What about the texture, the body of it? It's quite lush, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, mouth-filling.
Not shy.
Yeah.
Not shy, and even a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of residual in here. It's not over the top, but there's a little bit left behind for sure.
So we're looking at a warmer climate, likely. I think
We're all looking at Chardonnay. Yeah,
Sounds like it, yeah.
But where? I mean, our options would be California, Australia, Chile, Argentina. Sure. I'm thinking we're looking at New World more than anything, just to do with the upfront flavors.
In the warmer climate?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Can you sense the alcohol in this? Is it high?
Relatively high, I think about 13.5% if I had to guess. Maybe closer to 14.
Yeah, maybe 14, and that is pretty common with Chardonnay anyway, especially from a warmer climate. You're going to get high alcohol, and Chardonnay has got a lot of sugar anyway, so it's going to, if you ferment it dry, it's going to have a decent amount of body and alcohol to it.
There's also there's a certain savoriness to it also. A little bit. It's not big, but it takes me out of the northern hemisphere and puts me in the southern hemisphere as a result. I think it's a pretty arid climate that this comes from, a warm climate, as we said. I mean, it could be from some altitude in that climate, but there's something about it, the sort of a mountain tea kind of presence in there that makes me think somewhere southern hemisphere.
None of you are listing fruits or anything. Is that not as interesting with this sort of wine?
It is, but it's not the giveaway. Chardonnay is traditionally a neutral grape variety. When you think of Chablis, it doesn't really taste like much other than the soil it comes from. But when you go into the New World, often it's the barrel fermentation, it's the malolactic fermentation that gives it that creaminess. There's the lees contact, and these are all the things the winemaker does to the wine. And this is more prevalent, I'd say, in the New World. So the fruit is on the back end. There is some fruit here, some nice ripe baked apple and stone fruit, but it's all about what has been done to this wine to define it.
I think, I would also go into Southern Hemisphere, and I would hazard this might be Australian. And a nice elegant style of it. Australia is really reining in certain characteristics, harvesting a little bit earlier, cleaner, fresher styles of wine are coming from there. So I'm leaning in that direction right now.
I'm going to go the opposite of where you're leaning. I think this is California. It's got this almond butter note to it. It's kind of trying to be Burgundy, but it can't escape its climate. So Sonoma is speaking to me, at least Northern California at the least. I think it's Chardonnay, definitely. 2014, it's fairly youthful, and price point $22.95.
Okay, so you've shown your hand.
Yeah.
Michael, what about you?
It's certainly Chardonnay. But I'm going to stick to my guns and stay in the southern hemisphere somewhere, so I'm going to go to Australia. But I do think that there's something cool climate about it, so I'm thinking Margaret River, maybe Coonawarra, and that savoriness that I'm getting, that could be that Coonawarra streak that runs through. It's kind of mineral, kind of savory, so I'm going to say Coonawarra. I'm also going to say 2014, and my price is going to be $24.95.
I think that's a really safe bet. I'm going to stick with Australia as well too, but I'm leaning towards the cooler coastal influences of Margaret River, and I think the vintage on this is 2014. I think the price point is $24.95.
Okay. Sounds like we're all in a fairly similar ballpark.
Absolutely.
Let's find out what the truth is about this wine. So let's see what we have in here. In this wee bag. Boom.
Oh,
Napa. Okay.
there you go.
Napa.
All right. Pretty happy with that, Beringer.
Yes, Chardonnay,
Well done.
Beringer, Napa, 2014. And the price is $22.95. So good marks. Michael and Sarah, wrong hemisphere. Well, yeah, wrong
Yeah.
6 points each. Will, well done.
Thank
8
you.
points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.